Nope, that's 500.
That's pretty damn cool, eh? Same one as last year, though. But, you know, what are they gonna do? I like that it's sparkly. It's sparkly AF. And Gung Hei Fat Choi. Gung Hei Fat Choi. Maria Ann kicking off Super Chat and parking activities with the 10. Thank you very much. And let's see who else is here. Venus Jam Janice. Sony. Yep. Get money, y'all. Alright. I'm down with that. Andy. Yeah, I did a whole thing about the Cybertruck activities. We actually went in there live, and I showed where it took place and the damage to the building, which was like almost non-existent. Yeah, that would look back. Matter of fact, it was last Saturday night. That was pretty freaking crazy. Val Marie, Chanel Fischel. Yeah, you missed the bro. Trying to find it. Where is it? Terrell, what up, yo? Yeah, it's shiny and sparkly. Kevin, how you doing? Yeah, I get that, but, you know, that's where they believe their money's coming from. But I'm alright with the Asian culture. I even speak a little Cantonese. Dragon's ass. Dragon's ass is bad luck. You don't want a dragon shitting on you. That's the last thing you want. Mystical ass creature. Please do not lean or sit. Alright? I'm gonna let them take that picture. I want to see his face. Baccarat is gonna be going freaking bonkers this weekend, I'll tell you what. It is the year of the snake. Let's see what John V has. Some of the clothes I could get down with, but most of it's kind of, I mean, that's cool, but not at the same time. Leather pants, not so much. I like the jacket, whatever. Alright, let's get to booking around. There's more Asian people in town for Christmas than anything else. They love coming to Vegas for Christmas. I can't blame them. Freaking Christmas is awesome. Philippe. I hear tell that this restaurant is like a huge disappointment. We ate, well, we already passed it. A buddy of mine and I ate at, where'd we eat? At the Palms. It was pretty good. We ate at the bar. It was like the only place open. Now, you come to Vegas, if you don't eat by like 9:30, especially if there's a convention in town, you're going to bed hungry. Kind of sucks. So we sat at the bar. There was no buttered it like a piece of toast with roasted garlic. Roasted Ferragamo's losing its edge. She knows it. Or and let's meander down this way. MCM doesn't really have its edge anymore either. Boss, 50% off. Final reduction clearance sales. I told you about the suit I bought on clearance. I was going to wear it tonight, but I'm going to wear it next Friday. See what you guys think. I think it looks awesome. So how is everyone doing? Everyone have a good day today? I did. It was busy. Kind of crazy. Some shit to deal with. But we always push through in the end. Uh-oh. Just in time for fire and brimstone. And demons. I just came back here for the fire. Fire, no way! Signal is not great in here tonight. I don't think this town would survive a fire like they have in LA. I don't think so. I mean, we don't have, brush and woods per se, but I don't think our fire department would be prepared to handle that whatsoever. Stupid loud for no reason. Yay. Came here for the fire, got none.
Go, John. You can take that off the bucket list.
Take it off the bucket list. That's funny. Today was you did next to nothing. Well, that definitely qualifies as a good day. I spent about 6 hours on the computer. Another maybe 1 or 2 on the iPad in bed watching what the hell was the name of that? Something or other primeval. I don't know. It was like a cowboy type shit. Like everyone's ripping off 1883, cowboys and Indians and the Wild Wild West, and everyone's an asshole and everyone's just whacking each other wholesale, and it's just crazy. Like this was a 4-part miniseries, and spoiler alert, everyone dies. Every single person that started it, at the end of it's dead. Except the woman, of course. She's the heroine. The woman and her boy whose leg got cut off. So now you don't have to watch it. It's like gory. But cool. Carmine's. I haven't eaten at Carmine's in forever. And then what was the next one I just started watching when I was on the iPad? Horizon with that guy. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about. Kevin Costner. That's him. I mean, I don't even get what's supposed to be happening quite yet. It's confusing. Who's into the whole sneaker game? I've yet to get into the sneaker game, but the sneaker game is big. Do you know that all this stuff in here, for the most part, it's like an eBay type place for sneakers. They got people out there like standing in lines, buying new releases of different Nikes and limited editions, and then they sell them to this shop. It's crazy. I didn't know that was like a whole freaking cottage industry. I dig that jacket. What up? Porcupine. I'm gonna have to stop, say hellos to people. Club Monaco. I dig the black and white. How you doing, man? Dig black and white. Swarovski. Does she have crystals in her boobies? I think she does. Sick. Is that uncomfortable, ladies? Get caught in the sheets and everything? I don't know. The Rangers are in town playing the Golden Knights. More of an Islanders fan, so Golden Knights could beat them. Armani. Let's check out the Armani activities. Nice fanny pack. They have great underwear, though. Armani Exchange underwear with the no-roll waistband. That's good shit. Trust me. I wouldn't steer you wrong. Not when it comes to underwear. guy's sporting. Nah, where are we going? I guess we'll leave him. Resting bee face. Just ahead. Met someone who got a job at a Louis Vuitton place. They definitely have goals and minimums, but they do pay $30 an hour. I just found out. I mean, I guess that's not bad to sell stuff. No. Not with someone else's money. Jeez, what the heck was that? I want to keep up on chat. I need some water. I feel like dehydrated today. Shout out Breitling. Shout out Breitling Super Ocean. I like Breitlings. Wow. I don't think I've ever heard music up here before. Some expensive stuff right there. Yeah, $1,200 a week before time. It's if they even have you on full time. If is a big question. Did everyone dig that hours a day? I'd be banging shit out like crazy. And souls. I was like, so? Well, it's a freaking machine. What do you care whether it has a soul or not? You want to stay in business? And he's like, well, you know. And I'm like, dude, you buy one for like 30 grand. That's half one person's salary is in here. How many people you got? He's like 14. All right, that's half a salary. You can replace your entire staff for $100K and produce shit better and faster and cheaper. All you gotta do is charge the batteries. And he's like, huh. I was like, bro, someone's gonna do it. What up? Someone's gonna do it. And then everyone's gonna go to them for the cool factor and the fact that their shit's gonna be done in 48 hours instead of 2 weeks. And he's like, yeah, but I don't know. I was like, all right. Well, everyone should be thinking about that. That's why I got into that. What are you going to do when the robot comes for you and the AI? It's coming for everyone. You better figure out a way to, like, maintain your place. Whoa! I was going to go up there. Escalator closed. Ain't that some shite? But that never happens in Vegas. Escalators being down. Every one of us is under threat. And like I was telling him, like I said yesterday, for anybody new people out there, I thought it's like 10 years from now. I'm talking like 2 to 3 years from now. The first company that hires a robot staff is going to get shit on. They're going to get negative press, people picketing, oh my God, that's awful, putting people out of work. And then once that dies down, like everything else dies down, every other company in America is going to do it without hesitation. They're like, let the first one take all the heat, take all the BS, take all the negativity, and once people, get used to the fact, that's it. Everyone's going to do it. Just picture Vegas. They could right now, they could get rid of, I don't get this place all, stand in line. It's like, no. Just think about this. Just think housekeeping. At this very moment, like Monday morning, they could replace every housekeeper in Las Vegas. Like overnight. And they're not going to rob your room like the ones here do and go through your shit and check out your wife's panties. None of that. It's just going to freaking work. It's going to do a better job, a cleaner job. It's going to have like disinfectants. You know, one arm's going to come out, the other arm, you know, and your room's nice and clean. And nobody's sniffing your underwear. It's freaking awesome. But what is that going to do to the town? You know, that's at least 10,000 people that could be replaced overnight. Cocktail waitresses, next. Bartenders, next. Dealers, next. They're already doing that. Except for the high limit rooms. It's going to be wacky. They can unemploy maybe 50 to 100,000 people over the course of a week. Damn robots. But if you can't beat them, you got to figure out a way to join them. I'll tell you what. Figure out a way to get into programming AI and, you know, being a prompt engineer and all that shit. Or you'll be on the unemployment line soon. Then eventually unemployment's going to get so bad over the next few years that they're going to have to come up with, I know a lot of people don't like the concept, but some type of universal income. They have to, because there'll be way too many people sitting around with their thumbs up their ass. And the government does not like idle people. They pose a threat. Alright, let's sit somewhere for a second. Yeah, they have a couple. Yeah, you know, they play with it, robots. I mean, the older generation's not going to be hip with being served and everything by robots, but the younger generation doesn't care because they have no social skills anyway. Alright. Bonk. No, see, that's the thing. You won't be dead by the time this happens. We're talking like it's ready to happen now. Unless you plan on dying off soon. It's ready to happen now. It ain't ready to happen in like 10 years. It's ready to happen within the next few months. It's like I said, it's just a matter of which company's going to pull the trigger first. But every job, like everyone's like, well, nobody, you know, like there's no job. I'm going to continue yesterday's conversation because I was delving in it again today. There is no job that's safe. Doesn't matter what you do. Law enforcement, I don't relish the idea of, you know, RoboCop running the streets, you know what I'm saying? I found it, yay! I did find it. It was in the way back of my refrigerator, buried by a ham that I threw out, like a whole ham. It was only like $7, but it's been in there like weeks. And it was buried by, what the hell is it? Buried by something, I don't know. But I got it. AI can think faster than you, react faster than you, calculate faster than you, me. It can just do everything better, you know? Because it has the whole breadth of human knowledge backing it up. It's smarter than we are, it's more analytical. It just lacks the emotional connection, you know? Like sometimes when you call up, when you're late on, you know, your electric bill, you can be like, come on, you know, my 7 kids, and da-da-da, you know, oh, you gotta help me out, could you keep it on till Friday, you know? And the other person's like, yeah, I get it, I got 7 kids too, yeah, making ends meet, all right, Friday, but you promise you'll pay Friday. Yeah, absolutely, don't worry, thanks, bam. You won't be able to pull that shit with a robot. Robot will just be like, no, click. It's crazy. I'm just seeing it. Because, you know, CES was this week, so I'm immersed in it. It probably is worth. I think it's worth $100. I mean, I don't know if I pay $100, but it was gifted to me. Thank you very much. Watch. It's the only cup on earth that does not leak, ever. I've had them all. This thing does not leak. And it's two-sided, and it's slick AF. It doesn't hold a lot, but it's freaking slick. Alright, what else we gotta talk about? price of tea in China? I'm gonna look at chat activities. I'm in a good mood today. Nope. Okay, so while I have half your attention, I'm gonna invite you to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 2 times a week. See, I've changed that now. At least 2 times a week, and I appreciate your support because my channel is fan funded. So, Super Chat is the grease that keeps the wheels rolling. I got the Cash App, the Venmo, all the stuff. So, yeah. And hit links. No, what are you supposed to do? I'm not good at this. Oh, bell buttons. Subscribe and like it. Yeah, that stuff. That stuff's good. Good stuff. Alright. Bert, what's in the house? Instead of visiting nurses, it will be, yeah. I mean, you know, what do they call them? CNNs, you know, the home health care people, done. There's no job, dog walkers. I mean, there's just nothing that they can't pull off and say, well, they can't, dude, they can like stitch neurons in your brain. I mean, they're getting so, they can catch balls like reflexes, like a cat, you know? It's crazy. I saw some crazy shit at CES this week. A lot of fast food places need to automate robotics. Yeah, I mean, the people kind of got what they wanted with fast food because, you know, no one's paying no one $20 an hour to flip fries. Not that they don't deserve it, but fast food jobs were never meant to be anything more than a summer job when you were a kid. And suddenly they became like, you know, like grown-ass people in there, not kids anymore. But the kids should be replaced too. Go study. Anyhow. Dude, do your kids want to buy one? Robots can't work in the rain. I'm sure they got that figured out. I'm sure they can. I mean, that would be like such a major flaw. Oops, it doesn't work in the rain? Yeah, it's got to work in the rain. Mary Leather's just popping in. How you doing? Let's see. They had a bar in Planet Hollywood, but the drinks are... That's not the robot's fault, but I get what you're saying. It's just, you know, it's just going to happen. It doesn't matter what we think. It's happening. Because think about it. I mean, the quickest way to increase the bottom line as a company is to cut back labor. So if you could spend 1 year's labor on one robot, and then it works 24 hours a day, so you're 3x in the output, and you don't have to pay Social Security, you don't have to give it benefits, you don't have to do nothing but, you know, nothing. It's gonna happen. Trust me, it is happening. Seniors will want one, kids don't want two. Now, let's see what else. Yeah, courses on AI. I mean, I'm taking courses on it. I mean, that's what I'm leaning into hard. No code, you know, low and no code stuff, and yeah, I'm re-educating and refactoring my brain. Oh, you want to hear about that hustler? We'll talk about that. How you doing, Lizzie? Yeah, people have to earn to eat. That's what I'm saying. There's going to have to be some kind of universal income. I mean, that's real. You will, but again, that's the future. The future should be when nobody has to work. Just be productive for society. You know, not like, you know, grind it out. But in the grand scheme of things, you know what's going to happen. The people at the top are going to get their robots, and human beings are going to become like, you know, optional, you know, as a workforce. Now, maybe that's what okay, how would I say depopulation without saying it? Oh, I just did. Oops. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that has something to do with it. What are you going to do, like, with the surplus population? Give them some stuff. Yeah, AI YouTubers are coming. I said this years ago, 2-3 years ago. I was like, this isn't safe anymore. I mean, I wouldn't say safe, I could be replaced. I could be replaced tomorrow. They'd love for that to happen. But right now, the only thing that AI can produce well, but in 2 or 3 months that might change, is short form content. You know, like doing shorts and TikTok style stuff. They got avatars, they got voices, you know. I can clone myself with AI and bust out like 100, 200 shorts in about an hour and a half that sound like me, look like me, green screen me out, put something in the background. Here I am at this, and I wouldn't believe it. You guys got to come, you know, do the whole shit. It's already there. It's just the long form and the lives that they can't replicate so far. Yeah, seeing more and more Bitcoin ATMs. I would be, AI can't replace a plumber? Sure it can. I mean, a robot with AI technology will replace it in a heartbeat, you know? That's easy, you know, technically. I mean, plumbing, mechanics, carpenters, 10 AI robots that could see in the dark, work in the rain. Yes, they're going to be waterproof. Could probably build a house in like 3 weeks versus a year that it takes human beings and, you know, effing around and cutting themselves and stealing lumber and all the rest of that shit. You know, yeah, it's gonna happen. Plumbers, yeah, that's easy. You know, it'll get down, it'll sweat the pipe, it'll calculate everything perfectly. It'll look at it and say, I need a piece of copper that's 7 7/16. It'll pull out its other arm like a board. It'll sweat it with the other finger with the torch. It's coming. Even if it has to use, you know, human tools for a while, it could still do it. But if you saw the shit that I saw, they were playing, 2 robots playing catch. 2 freaking robots playing catch with each other. One's like, throws it back to the other one. They have mad dexterity now. And you know what the other thing that's trippy is? You can't knock them over anymore. You think you could just walk up to one and like elbow it and it's gonna fall over like, woo. They don't. They're gyroscopic. They're just like, whoa, dude. Yeah, it's frightening. It's friggin' frightening. Did I see Phil's name in here? What up, Phil? Be careful with them ATM Bitcoin machines. You have to know what you're doing. Like, do a trial run with like $5 or $10 just to make sure you send it. Because if you send, that's the thing with Bitcoin, it takes personal responsibility. If you send your Bitcoin, if you're like a letter off in the Bitcoin address, it goes to somebody else. You can never recover it again. So you gotta, like, you know, check everything 10 times, whatever. The problem with the ATM, what up, man? Peace. I see these people. What up, bro? Everyone, how you doing, man? That's a cool jacket that dude's wearing, that white one. I digs it. I'm gonna wear my white one tonight. With my white sneakers. I can be all sorts of sporty. How you doing? Everyone's coming to say hello. All the hellos. What the hell is it talking about? White sneakers? Oh, so if you want true sovereignty, like no traceable route or path to your Bitcoin, like if you buy it through your bank account, there's a record of that. You know, if you want total anonymity and sovereignty, ATM Bitcoins is the way to go, plus some peer-to-peer stuff, right? However, they charge 15% VIG to do that. So if you put in, you know, $1,000, $150 it costs, the transaction fee. Where if you did it on chain and like a regular network, it'd be like $22. That's the downside of them Bitcoin ATMs. So you gotta be careful with them. You don't have to be careful. I mean, that might be worth it to some people, you know, just not to have the man watching. You know what I'm saying? They have, well, there's various kinds. So we'll get outside in a second. I'm getting in the mood to walk, but it's cool out. a lot of them are humanoid. The ones that you need a lot of dexterity for, say a plumber, you know, it's got to get down on his hands and knees, go under a sink. The one that's, you know, the certain ones humanoid based, you know, where they have arms, legs, heads, you know, to make us more comfortable. It doesn't need a head. It does not need a head. It could have all the, you know, it could have all the infrared and the distance and the LiDAR all in its chest. But human beings would be a little like freaked out if it didn't have a head. You know what I'm saying? I want just like boobies on mine. Not big ones, just like some plastic bumps, because it just makes me feel more comfortable, you know? But like, say like the housekeeper ones they could put here in Vegas, they're like little R2-D2 things, you know, stand about 3.5 feet tall, you know, have arms, but they have tracks on the bottom or whatever, or wheels. I mean, I was in a hotel in, when was that, Nashville? What was that, like a year ago? That's what they had doing, what do you call it, room service. You know, it had like a belly and the door opened up and it was like heated and everything. Here's your coffee and whatever, you know? It's pretty crazy. So not a lot of them are humanoid. Like, what up? Even the Roombas, everyone's digging it. Everyone wants to say hello. But they don't realize the camera's pointing this way, not that way. Like the new Roombas have arms. You know, like the Roomba cleans your shit. But now the arms come out. And they pick stuff up. They pick the Legos, they pick the socks, they pick the panties up, you know, they just pick the pantyhose, pick up your shoes, and it has like a little thing behind it, like a tractor trailer, and it goes, you know, drops the high heel shoe in the back, drops the sock in the back, you know. I mean, that's cool. That's kind of an advancement. We've been using robots. We just don't know it yet. So, yeah. Phil, email channel is one of the block phones. They want $5 to file a complaint. Yeah, barrier to entry, bastards. Can you breathe over there, Phil? I mean, I'm starting to feel it over here, believe it or not. You know, like people saying, oh, there's no smoke in the valley, but it's not billowing smoke, but it's like, I feel a little like, not like a sore throat, but it feels like there's some shit in the air. No ifs, ands, or buts. I said butt. Alright. Check the super chat before I go. Nope. Alright, you ready to go? Maybe this will entertain you. Let me entertain you. Let me make you smile. Calabasas. Hold on, it's got to do something. I'm answering a text real quick. Going out tonight. Gonna do stuff tonight. Stuff. All the stuff. Alright, let's go. Gonna do buvettes, I believe. I'll probably sit and drink some coffee and do stuff. What's going on, man? Alright. I likes my true bar. Alright, which way should we go? I wanna go this way. Monday.com, the first platform you'll love to use. We're gonna go nowadays. Annoying. He could be replaced by AI. What Photoshop is up to now would make your friggin' head spin. The shit I can do. Like, I don't even have to take a picture anymore. I could just say, like, do this, the generative AI. Do this. Put a toucan bird in there. Put a mermaid in the upper left corner. and it's just done. And then they tell it, make it photorealistic. Bam. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not anyone could do the Photoshop. Wow, you can sit and get a shave inside some creepy dude's van. That's different. Should I go shave my head in there? Alright, who's gonna go first? It's open for business. We gotta go have a look. I done seen it all. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get the copyright claim. Now the music's enough to get people not to go. Gonna go get a shave, bro? It's crazy, right? Nope. Now, what if a robot was shaving your head? Would you trust a robot to shave your head? Or your face or your throat with a straight edge razor or a laser beam? The world is a-changing. Uh-oh. I just walked through this TikTok video.
I see you got the camera.
Yeah.
Where are the best place to take photos around here?
Photos? The best place to get
actually,
the best photos?
To see the area as well, because this is my first time here.
Parking garages. Go to any parking garage to the very top floor, and you look down over everything. That's the best place.
I know, like some places allows like casinos, to go to the, for example, that building, like go to the top floor. Can I do that here? Or?
Nah, you have to pay to get up there. Oh. But for free, parking garages. Okay. You get the best pictures.
Yeah,
man. Where you from?
Serbia.
Serbia. Shout out Serbia. I'll give you a handshake for Serbia. Yeah. Peace, brother.
Peace, brother.
I was gonna say, yeah, that was pretty much right. I felt the Serbian. All right, where are we? I was checking out the price of Bitcoin. Yeah, a bot will probably do a good job. I don't know. I've watched too many freaking gangster movies to get a shave in a barber chair with my neck exposed laying backwards. My enemies will pounce. Hey, Bror Fredrik, you're the one who said I'm gonna be replaced by AI. Blah. The mighty bull. Fill you out. I'll see you soon, brother. Yeah, you gotta come to town soon, bro. Miss hanging with you. Alright. It's time to cross the street. I think it's time to cross the streets. And second week in a row, Vulgar Rapper is gone. Awesome, awesome. It is fairly clear out tonight, though. Yeah, I mean, all those movies are like that. Yeah, lean back, relax. They put that warm towel over your face with just your nose poking out, and then you're like villain enemy from high school comes and just straight razors you. That would suck. Everyone's coughing. I gotta do the Mectin. I gotta do more of the Mectin. Everyone's coughing. I like coming down here. I smell. What do I smell? Chili cheese dogs. Something. Little breeze going on. Town's relatively quiet. Even the dudes hustling pictures for the chicks are got jackets on. It's like, it was cold last night. It's cold, I wouldn't say cold, but Vegas standards. It's 50 degrees. Probably go into the mid-30s again today. Oh, look at the Sky Rats fighting over a french fry. What up? Replace the Sky Rats with AI. Look at that, not a soul out eating. I'm gonna do over this music. So should I tell you about the hustler last night that I had I figured out a way to fix her though. Yeah, I'll tell you that story. It's more of a sitting down story. It's not a really walking story. We'll do story time. I'm gonna photobomb you. What can we say? Can we sit here? It's a little windy. Well, let's keep walking. Alright, so last night I'm at one of the stores in, we passed it, but I'm not gonna, I wouldn't say be careful, you know, she don't know me, I know her now. But anyway, so I was in one of the stores, in the forum shops, and I'm looking at some stuff here and there, and this chick, I wouldn't even call her a chick, she was probably, honestly, she's probably like in her 50s, but behaving like she's in her 20s, you know, all the boss babe energy, and she has these big old bolt-ons, like huge, and I'm kind of standing between me and this pillar mirror type looking thing. Oh, no more Christmas tree, you suck. Gotta wait 355 days. Goodbye, Christmas tree. Anyway, music is stupid loud tonight. So there's definitely not enough room for me, her, and her boobies. So she proceeds to friggin' like just brush them. I turned, I wasn't gonna turn around towards them, that would have been a little gauche. So I turned around the other way, and I kind of, I didn't want to give her the attention she was seeking anyway. So I turned around the other direction. So she proceeded to motorboat the back of my head with them, right? So I'm like, okay, I didn't really have much to say about that. So I just kept doing my thing or whatever. And then I asked her to try something on, and I'm sitting on the couch, and she plops herself down next to me. And she goes, what do you think of these sunglasses? I'm like, and she's with someone else, a more modest woman about her age, in her 50s too, but this one's in a mini dress, you could smell the ocean, it was that level of low. She's probably cold. Whoa, it's loud over here, what the hell? Now, let's get past this gauntlet of frickin' noise, and we'll continue the conversation. Phil with the 5 banana rhymes. Thank you, bro. What is that? Who's playing? I'm a sports guy now. Go figure. I gotta know who's playing. No, I don't. Do I care? No. Okay. Alright, so the other one's more modest and whatever. This one's whatever. Alright, so she plops down to me. She's trying to engage me in conversation. So she asked me what my name was. So I told her Trevor. It's the quickest name I can come up with. I ain't giving her my real name. So I was like, Trevor. She's like, oh, nice to meet you, Trevor, blah, blah, blah. What do you think of these? What do you think of that? And, she's trying to engage me in conversation and all this other shit. And then she says to me, she says to the salesperson, could you go grab that dress that I was looking at? So the guy goes, what's going on? So he grabs the dress, and it's got rhinestone shoulders. I mean, no different from one of them like $5 or $10 dresses you get at Rainbow Shop. Like, no difference. However, the tag on it was $1,650, right? But it looked just like something out of Rainbow, but it was a design, whatever. To me, she goes, just like, I kind of laughed it off, you know. I just went about my business. She's sitting right next to me or whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, I just played it off. I didn't want to engage. And she says, no, seriously, can you get this for me? She's not a hoe. She's not a hooker. She might be a hoe, but she ain't a hooker. Well, I guess she would be a hooker. She said, well, anyway, you know, she's not a pro, put it that way, but she's definitely a hustler. So the salesperson comes down and says, you know, I was like, dude, I just looked at him like, he said, well, maybe if he saw it on you, he actually said that. So I'm like, don't encourage her, you know, don't encourage her, because I'm about to get freaking rude, you know, I'm about to say what I really think right now, you know. I gotta go through this line of peoples. So, yeah, I'm trying not to be that guy, you know. I'm not trying to be an asshole quite yet, but I saw what she was doing. I was attempting. I'm gonna charge my Tesla. Stupid. She's like, you're right. So she proceeds to freaking change right in front of me and put on this. I mean, what she was wearing was actually skimpier than what she put on, but the whole show, bang. I'm just like, cool, you know, been there, done that several thousand times, you know, no big deal. And she's like, what do you think? I'm like, yeah, looks good on you, looks good on you. And then she's like, well, you're gonna buy it? It's 50% off. I'm like, listen, and I said lady too, to kind of hint at that I knew that she's in her 50s, you know, even though she's trying to act like she's in her 20s. I'm like, listen, lady, I don't even know you. And she was like slightly offended. So then she took it down a notch before she ramped up the second time. She's like, so where you from? And once I told her I live here, she kind of changed her tune completely. Because, you know, people just assume as a local that, you know, been there, done that, not interested. She was looking for some sucker that was in for the convention or something like that. Sugar daddy level shit. Let's not get run over. So then I'm trying on a pair of sneakers, right? Well, a pair of shoes. So she takes it upon herself, gets on all fours, like literally on all fours, trying to, like, you know, play me and whatnot. Ooh, wow, I never saw that before. Ugh. Anyhow, so she grabs my left foot, because I hadn't taken that shoe off yet, because my right foot is bigger than my left foot, so I always try on the right foot first, and if that doesn't fit, I know there's no point trying on the left. Okay, almost by a half a size. So she gets on all fours with her ass in the air and whatnot, smelling the ocean, and she goes to, like, try to take off my other shoe, and I yanked my foot out of her hand, and I'm just like, listen, I didn't invite you there, and, you know, I'm good. I see what you're doing, not down. So she goes back into the whole thing. Then because she was like butthurt, she started directing the conversation at the salesperson, and she wanted to try on the exact same pair as I had. Okay, great. So then I'm talking to her friend. I'm like, damn, you got your hands full with this one. So she says, you have no idea. You know, she's fun, she's this, she's that. And I said, and I'm not interested whatsoever. So then she proceeds to try to, like, get me back, kinda. So she tries them on, and I'm trying on a different size. So she tries hers on. She's like, I'll take them. And she gives the card. And she says to me, see, I could buy my own stuff. It just would have been nice if you bought it for me. I was like, okay. So the manager's there. Manager's a cool guy too. I know him. And I'm just like, whoa. And then he says, hey, anyone want to do some shots? And I'm just like, oh, jeez, no. Don't be pulling out the alcohol, too. You want a shot? And I'm like, nah, I'm cool. And this is right before the live stream last night. So I didn't, but he poured me one anyway. And this hustler was like, drink it, come on, drink it, come on, drink it. Drink it with me, let's have a drink. I'm like, I'm good. I am good. So then she's like, so you're not interested in me? And then she says this. She goes, do you have any friends, who you think would be interested in me? Why don't you take a picture of me and send it to your friends? Maybe because she said to me, I need a sponsor. I'm looking for a sponsor for this trip to Vegas. And I said to her, where are you from? She said, New York. I said, I know. I said, what? Like 5 towns area? And honestly, it might have been a he. It just might have been a he. So bear that in mind in the story too. It just might have been a he. Tucked. But, kind of, because, she changed in front of me. It changed in front of me. Somewhat feminine, but the hips were a little square. But anyway. And thin. Okay, so she's saying, why don't you take my picture and send it to your friends? I need a sponsor for my Vegas trips. You know what I'm saying, right? And I said to her, what do you do? She said, I'm an entertainer. I was like, oh, I get it. That's what I'm picking up on. You're an entertainer. I get it. Whatever that means, but most likely, pole dancer, whatever, escort. All right. So then we're getting into stuff. And she's like, so you don't like me, huh? I said, I just went, And she goes, why? I'm not your type. And I'm pretty much wrapping up right now. I was just killing time waiting to do the live stream because I left early. So I had like a half hour to kill. That's why I was there in the first place. I should have started the story with that. What is this? It is loud. Where's this music coming from? I don't want to get it clean. Let's just chill here for a second. I'll finish the story. I gotta drink something. You gotta look at stuff. Okay, so there we go. That's a good look. All right, so I'm not buying anything. I'm just kind of killing time because I know the people in there. They're nice to me and whatever. I mean, maybe whatever. So she says, well, why aren't I your type? And I was like, I like extremely... No, I said to her, no. Let me get this correct. I said to her, how submissive are you? And she looked at me like, well, I could be submissive, but I could also be a dom. I was like, oh, so she had all the lingo down and whatnot. I was like, so, okay, I get it. I said, well, that's not my thing. I'm the dom, So she's like feeling me out and whatever. So now I'm talking her language. Hold on. I'm drinking. What up, Dolly? All right. So I said to her, how submissive are you? She goes, well, I could be submissive or I can be, dom. I was like, well, that's not kind of what I'm looking for, So you're kind of a player, right? And she's like, well, I can be very assertive, but, I mean, bottom line is if you pay me enough, I'll be submissive. I said, so what I like is I like very submissive women. And she's like, I can do that. I can be submissive. If that pleases you, I could be submissive, sir, she says to me. And I'm like, all right, this would have worked on me if I didn't know she was a hustler. But anyway, so she's talking about sir and all this other shit. I'm trying to figure out where this damn music's coming from so I don't get a copyright claim. All right, so then this is what I did. I shit you not. I said, oh, you can be submissive? You would be submissive for me. And she's like, absolutely. If that's what you needed and you could be my sponsor, I'll be submissive. So I said, okay, you know what? Sit down. And she sat down. And I said, cross your legs. And she crossed the legs. So I put a couple tasks on her, to keep her busy. I said, now sit there. Now sit there till I come back. And she said, yes, sir. And I left. And I freaking left. And I left. I admit it. I just freaking left. And the manager followed me out. He was practically peeing in his pants. All right, I'm going to mute. Sorry, people. Hold on. I shit you not, that is 100% what I do. Now I'm curious. I mean, maybe on the way back, we got to pass the store. Maybe she's still sitting there to prove to me how submissive she is. But yeah, she took direction. I was just like, sit, cross your legs, do this, do that. I gave her a couple of, we're a mixed company. I can't say what. Anyway, I told her what she needed to do, and I told her she had to just stay there. I mean, she probably saw me leave, and she was probably like, fuck, this guy played me. Got played, player. You got played, player. Oh, you want to see her? I still have a picture of her. I mean, I'm going to delete it. I don't need her shit on my phone, but it's a funny story. Let me see. And I blurred out her phone number. But she's like, oh, give me a phone. I was like, I ain't touching my phone. I'm sorry, but you just straight up and not touching my phone. All right, that's her. And I was like, I will take a picture of your phone number in case I ever have to call you. But I just wanted the picture of her to corroborate my story. And I wonder if she's still sitting there. I wonder how long it took for her to realize what I did. And she was probably that mother effer, blah, blah, blah. She's probably pissed. But I was equally pissed. She screwed up my nice time, hanging out with some people I know, trying on some stuff, and tried to freaking hustle me. And then, you know what she did then? There's some gaps in the story. She was like, well, how about this tank top? So she whipped off her freaking the $1,600 dress that I could have got paid only $825 plus tax. And she pulled out a tank top that was ready. Like, she was ready to hustle. And she's like, this is only $300. Like, when she found out I was local, she pulled out the cheaper merchandise. She's like, oh, you're local, you're not a tourist, you probably don't have a stack of chips and whatnot. And, another one of these a-holes. Spinny a-hole, let's go this way. So then she, downgraded me to $300. And trust me, I did not say anything remotely like, what would I get if I paid for it? $300, I wasn't going there at all. I didn't play into it, I was being tricky, evasive, and, doing all that type of stuff. But I didn't give her, the satisfaction of letting her think I was going to be some type of John or whatnot. And when she did pay for the same sneaker shoes, she's like, see, I got my own money. So I said, why are you asking me then? Oh, it's just nice. It's just a nice thing to do. It would have been nice. It would have been nice. I was like, well, that's the way you feel. How about you buy mine? I flipped the script on her. I was like, how about you buy mine? And she's just like, she had a divide by zero error. Duh. But that's how a lot of women exist in this world. I met another woman nice, nice. I have no interest whatsoever, but nice enough woman, maybe 40 years old and whatever. And I know that she doesn't make enough money for the place that she has. I know that for a friggin' fact, nor the lifestyle that she leads. So, of course, me being me, I queried her, I'm like, how you doing this? Because, your financial math isn't mathing. She's like, well, I have these two really good friends. And I was like, look how empty it is. Look how empty it is. Well, she got this specific place has, like, every shoe that they have. Oh, they're like sneakers, really. I just don't like saying the word sneakers. They have them in both male and female. They're not unisex. They're slightly different, but yeah, they have them for both. So she got hers. She takes size 11 in case you want to buy or anything. Wow, look at the traffic. So, what else happened? Oh, so this one was like, yeah, I have these two friends who help. And I said to her, let me guess, they're guys, right? And she's like, yeah. Oh, cool. So you're... Oh. And she's like, I didn't exactly say that. I could have, but, girls got to do what a girl's got to do. Women don't realize how hard men have it in the grand scheme of things. We got to do everything like legit. Nobody's going to friggin' pay for us, Yeah, let's go inside. F it. Nobody's going to pay for us, to flash our boobies and our asses and live off women. I mean, it's, oh yeah, he's he's living off her, blah blah blah, that type of stuff. That's from the movies. That doesn't happen in real life. Nothing but a gigolo. Sugar mama. That's like it's about as common as a Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's cool. It's always the other way around. That's how women are surviving in life, believe it or not. A lot of women. A lot of women. Burning down the house. So that was fun. I feel like reading comments. That story was comment worthy. Let's see what you guys had to say. But that was funny. I left it sitting there. Sit and stay. Oh, jeez. Hey, Bror Fredrik. Alright. Will people watch? It's in books. Alright, hold on. Alright, let's get back to comments. Plus the JC with the 5. I try to come up with not John, Bob, Dick, Harry. I try to come up with names like Cooper, Cal, Trevor, names like that. Yeah, maybe she is. We'll pass on the way back. We'll see if she's still sitting there or not. It might have been funny AF. And thank you for the 5 banana rounds. Maybe she's still sitting there trying to earn my favor. And Phil with the 5 banana rounds. Getting close to parking coverage. Alright. It's a 304. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. A lot of people don't even know what a 304 is, but you're in the inner crew, you know the deal. Yep, because everyone wants to buy expensive stuff with them. Yeah, I mean, but not just casual. I mean, if you felt the pressure, that's what, I was getting to the place where I was gonna say, look, ma'am, do you have a daughter? Because I ain't interested in you. Alright, I'm just catching up on comments. Yeah, lots of kids, even though Christmas is over. We'll go by sometime this week and check out the construction over there. I mean, and the ease at which she just whipped off what she was wearing, and it's like she thought that just seeing, you know, a little bit of the goods was enough to get me to part with $850. I'm like, are you kidding me? I get that for free. That's what they call it. Yeah, that's an old expression. I mean, that's, again, she's, you know, telling on herself with the age, because that's an old expression that goes back to the 60s. I mean, they used that expression in Casino. They used that in Casino. What's her name? With Robert De Niro. She's like, well, you're my sponsor now, and, you know, then the other dude, what's his name? The other guy, whatever, then that was her sponsor. A sponsor is like someone who takes care of you, looks out for you, pays your bills, protects you. That's the older connotation of that. Protects you in case you get your ass in trouble, type of stuff. Well, all of a sudden, this is becoming a traffic jam. I'm reading comments, hold on. Yeah, imagine me being, yeah, I'm a sugar daddy. What up? No. What would it take to get me to be a sugar daddy? Holy cow. I don't even know. Like maybe a chick who's been in a convent since she was 18 plus a day, and just like walked out the door and our eyes met. Yeah, maybe her, you know, 0 body count, you know, that type of thing. Maybe, I don't know. But other than that, no, we good. It's not that I don't take care of people, you know, like whoever I'm with gets taken care of. But, you know, to hustle? No. Like, I came across that old, yeah, it was that old video I put up. How did it go? Maybe I could tell it. Let me see if I could reach back in my brain. Alright, so this guy, he was dating these 3 women, but he was ready to settle down, right? I'm gonna give, what the heck is that? Oh, that's a truck. I'm going to give $5,000 to each one of these women and see what they do with it. And afterwards, I'll make up my mind which one I'm going to settle down with. So some clothes, whatever, the ones you like, you know, because I want to look my absolute best for you, because that's how much I love you. Cool. All right. With girl number 2, and he says, so the $5,000. So she's like, oh, sit down. Okay, sits down. She says, look, and she pulls like a curtain. Poof. You know, she pulls a sheet, and she's like, I bought you a brand new 75-inch TV and a PS5 and a new computer and a gaming laptop, because these are the things you love. I want you to be happy, and that's how much I love you. And he's like, cool, you know. All right, so day 3, girl number 3. So she doubled the investment. She says, I'm giving you back the $5,000 that you gave me, and I'm going to take the other $5,000 and keep reinvesting it for our future, because that's how much I love you. And he's like, all right, cool. So I'm going to ask you guys, who do you think he picked? Guys might find this obvious, but who do you think out of the 3 that he picked? It's a pretty simple answer. And once we get over here, I will read your comments. Do they got a spinny thing? Yeah, there's a spinny thing over there. Damn spinny things. What up, girl? Alright, let's stop this way. Let's go this way. Alright, the first one, girl number 3. You were breaking up? Whoa, what happened? Dalai Lama is 100% correct, even though your message got deleted. 100% correct. Was not girl number 1, number 2, and number 3. Well, it was one of them. It was the one with the biggest boobies. He just looked at them all and was like, which one has the biggest boobies? I'll settle down with her. Yeah, see? That's guy math. That's guy math. What we got going on here? Watch your child. It's going to fall in the frickin' water. Holy cow. Do I got to teach people how to be a parent up in there? Like your kid's going to fall head first into that frickin' water.
Mommy, I didn't get bit.
Alright, let's toss up some blessings. Did you miss number 2? Number 2 bought him an Xbox, a gaming laptop, and a brand new 75-inch OLED TV because she loved him that much and wanted him to be happy with all the things he enjoys. So yeah, I mean, all 3 were. I mean, sans the boobs. If all their boobies were the same size, which one do you pick? That's a whole nother conversation. We could have it if you want, but let's see. They got the Fugazi ones. They got black ones. I don't want white ones, black ones. There we go. Sit and stay. Put them out. That's where the light is again. Long live Fat Joy. Yeah, how does the expression go, Dolly? It's cheaper to keep her? Yeah, it's cheaper to keep her. It's got that ironclad prenup, which is almost impossible. Almost all prenups can be busted. I told you guys, a buddy of mine has a prenup that says his wife can't go over 110 pounds. And she's sticking to it. She will tell people about it at dinner parties. Oh no, I can't have another slice. It's in my prenup. I shit you not. I shit you not. I got interesting friends. In high places, not in low places. I don't have friends in low places. She will tell that, like she will legitimately say that. I mean, I guess it's, her way of being a little snarky too. But I think it's cool. It gives him, like, he gets all proud like a peacock, and all the dudes are like high-fiving him, giving him fist bumps. They're like, yeah, bro, good on you. Got her to sign a prenup that says she can't go over 110 pounds, and she's turning down chocolate cake at Bavette's. Sick. But that's misogyny. No, it's not. That's just his boundaries. Why can't men have boundaries? Not saying I would do it. I probably would, but not saying I would. I don't know. But it's not. See, people don't even know what that word means. Misogyny basically means you hate women. No, I just, well, you know, he's just like, no, I love women who aren't over 110 pounds. And nothing to do with hating. That's just his preference, and he's got the money too. You know, he's got money, so he could do that. You know, most average men couldn't pull that off. Buying them jewelries, yeah. We've all bought our fair share, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with taking care of our ladies. Or our lady friends. Oh, I just got hit with another commercial. Commercials aren't too bad tonight. Nice shot. Yeah, it was a nice shot, wasn't it? They got them toned down because it's a little breezy. That's why I say, hey man, nice shot. That's a great song. What a good shot, man. That's what I used to play before I used to play golf. Like I used to play Primus Fish On. I say used to, because there's no fishing in Vegas. I used to play Primus Fish On before I went fishing, and I used to play Hey Man, Nice Shot before I went golfing. Let's walk on water. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. That's why I say, hey man, nice shot. What a good shot, man. This is a nice spot in the morning. If you're ever up or, you know, haven't been to bed, come chill over here. They got like a little bench and whatnot over there, and there's birds and hookers and all sorts of stuff. And hustlers. We got married when he was broke, and the prenup says they're gonna leave you that way. No. But it should be like, there should be like a catch and release policy. You know, you should be able to like bring them back to where you found them. You know, if you met her as, you know, she was like a barista in Starbucks, you should just drop her off over there after 20 years. Well, there you go. Same clothes she was wearing, everything. There you go. I mean, unless she bought them herself, but if you bought them, that's why you never buy a woman implants. You can't repossess those. And some other dudes squeezing on them. Hey, they're mine, bro. Not no more. They're mine now. Yeah, fellas, never buy implants. Never. It's quiet around Caesars. It's so nice out. It's glorious. It's glorious. Honk if you love flaminguses. 35 years in 2 weeks. Good for you. That is awesome. I love the Institute of Marriage. It's pretty freaking cool. Got a good woman. You hold on to her. See, the thing that women do not... How you doing?
Howdy.
I see you. The thing that most women do not understand is how easy it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. To please a man. They have it so ass backwards. We're such easy creatures. Just give us peace. You know? Just be an oasis. Don't give a shit. Don't make us sneak into our own houses. You know? Quickest way to wrap a man around your finger is to be submissive. It's so counterproductive in the female mind. And some men don't even grab onto that. No, we're not going this way. We're going this way. You find a woman, I don't mean like submissive, like crawling on the floor like I did to that hoe in the frickin' shoe store. But, you know, who's agreeable and nice and lets you take the lead and trust your decisions. You know, that level. You know, that's such a rare quality. No man's gonna want to ditch that. lets you lead, trusts your judgment, doesn't give you shit, you know? What man's gonna F that up? You know what I'm saying? That's the magic. You give him shit, you're just giving him excuses to find someone else. Or bang Becky from the water cooler, you know? It's pretty simple. It's so weird that that building is dark. Rumor has it they're gonna open it back up and let people stay. That they're looking for revenue while they're building. I don't know how accurate that is. Most men are like, oh, I don't like submissive women. Every time I hear a dude say that, I'm like, you're full of shit. You just never had one. So you have no point of reference. Once you have one, you're just going to be like, dope. And I don't mean submissive, crawling on the floor, sitting down in a shoe store, waiting 3 days, not eating, not drinking. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about cooperative, peaceful, feminine, understanding. You just never had one, so you have no point of comparison. That's your problem, bro. You've been dilly-dallying with them boss babes too much. D-measuring with the person that you're with. Screw that. Why am I on this topic? I don't know. Because you started it, Bror Fredrik. Let's see how far inside we can go. Wow, the music is kind of loud. We did a gang. That was the longest it's ever taken to switch from Wi-Fi to, no, from 5G to Wi-Fi. This is what we ate the other night at the bar. At Palms. Let's see. This is the only explanation that makes sense. Captain Kirk wants to learn Bitcoin. What? What's the context of what's going on in here? Poor guy, beam the F up. Yeah, it just took forever to switch over for some reason. That might have been her. What up? Should I go check the store? No, I already did. Can't say that. I don't want to exasperate the issue. Alright. Have I seen the driverless vehicles? Yeah, they still have drivers in them, even though they're driverless. They keep saying over and over and over again that driverless vehicles are coming, they're on the way, all this other bullshit. I call bullshit. It's going to take a long time because the only way, you know, because I know these things, AI, language, you know, LLMs, the whole bit, large language models, all the shit. It's going to take a long time. The only way it's going to get good enough for practical driving is two things. If everyone has one and they communicate with one another, that way it's like, oh, let's all stay back three car lanes, blah, 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 all that other shit. Number two is if it gets into accidents. The more it gets into accidents, the more it deals with challenges, the more it deals with kids running into the middle of the street, following their beach ball and whatnot, the more it's going to learn. It has to learn everyday stuff, not just, you know, point A to point B driving. It's got to learn the dark side of driving. Who's going to do that or let it happen? They got to take it out in the desert or on some racetrack and throw every possible bad human behavior driving. The red light runner, the stoplight runner, the speeder, the wet leaves. They got to hit it with every single condition that a human driver will face. Otherwise, autonomous vehicles, you know, I mean, I wouldn't say worthless, but they kind of suck. I want one. I want one. I want a robot and an autonomous vehicle. I want to be chauffeured around. I want to be chauffeured around by my robot. you know? My fembot, you know, takes off the French maid thing, puts on like a man-tailored suit with a skirt, and puts on one of them chauffeur hats, gets in there and drives. I'm gonna teach it kung fu, so it's my bodyguard. I got it all figured out. Delta CEO says air taxis are 2 to 3 years old. I have a little bit of a problem with getting into like 47's always talking about like flying cars. I don't know if I'd get up in a flying car, you know? I mean, I would have to know that it has enough backup. The problem is they run on batteries. To have a redundant battery system, the shit would probably never get off the ground. So you're just like trusting that the Energizer Bunny keeps working. We're a way out from me doing that. Imagine if ethics and personal responsibility became vogue again. Wow. What's so much? Can we talk about XRP? We can talk about XRP really, really quick, because I do have a couple of minutes, because I do gotta go. I have dinner at 9 o'clock, and I brought clothes with me, so I'm gonna change like the transporter. Let's go sit over here and talk about it. I don't like the looking down look. That's what chicks do, because you lose like 50 pounds when you take pictures like that. Chicks figured that out. Guys haven't figured that out yet, you know? Hello, ladies. They haven't figured out when you see a top-down picture, add 50 pounds. Anyhow, all right, XRP. I'm a fan. I think half the shit that you read on XRP is bullshit. Oh, supposedly Bank of America is using XRP to process all their transactions. I mean, there's a lot of things happening. I'm not saying it's not going anywhere, but go to $10,000, become parity with Bitcoin, I don't think that's ever going to happen. However, I bought mine for 57 cents. I bought more at like 180, and I bought more at like 220, but I bought the biggest chunk of my XRP when it was 57 cents. It's currently sitting at like 252 right now. So I already 5x. Will it go to 100? Probably. I'm thinking it'll go to 100. It just depends on adaptation. I'm not big on, I'm more into proof of work as a blockchain concept versus proof of stake. I don't like that Ripple, the people behind it, can change it basically whenever they want. I don't like that they are the major stakeholders. I don't like that they pay themselves like $10 million each. I don't like that it's centralized. It's not a decentralized blockchain. It's a centralized blockchain. I don't like that they donated to Kamala's candidacy in a big way. They gave her, I think, 5 million XRP or something. So that's worth what? A lot? 25 million bucks now, whatever, plus or minus. I don't like all that. I don't like a lot about it. However, proof of work, yeah, proof of work definitely works. Well, Bitcoin is proof of work. It's not proof of stake. So that's like saying Bitcoin doesn't work. Bitcoin is, the only thing Bitcoin does that doesn't do that well, the only Achilles heel of Bitcoin that people don't like, that's why they always look at the altcoins, is because it is proof of work, it has to be mined, it's not capable right now of doing massive transactions. SRP can do massive transactions, thus bringing the cost down. Doge, which I bought at 8 cents, currently at 30, 32, 33, whatever it is. 4x that one. They can do thousands, like Doge up and running can do thousands and thousands and thousands upon transactions a second. Bitcoin cannot do that. That's why the transaction costs are a lot and all the other shit, but I'll accept the transaction costs for the fungibility of it, you know? I mean, maybe if there's another consensus where they want to change the block size, But changing the block size on Bitcoin might discourage people from running their own Bitcoin nodes. I run a node. You know, everyone should run a node if you're serious about Bitcoin. But currently the blockchain is at about 700 megabytes. So you gotta have the storage space. If they expanded the block size, it would be huge. It would be huge. It would be like clocking terabytes and shit. So that would discourage people from participating, because the more people who are running nodes, the more decentralized Bitcoin is. Can you do nodes on other shit coins? Yeah, but why would you want to? I mean, the only incentive to running a node is that you have your own wallets, which gives you greater anonymity. People run your own node, and you're supporting the decentralization. You know, that way it's not, you know, like 5 people running the ledger, the entire blockchain. You know, now the Bitcoin ledger is everyone with a slim client computer and an external HD can run one. You know, it's pretty easy. Yeah, XRP there's nothing wrong with it. XRP is good. Well, it's not going to 10,000 bucks. It will go to 100. I mean, again, I bought mine at 57, so bring on the 100. I'm retiring early. But yeah, I mean, I was thinking about the PLTR. Like, okay, Biden and the powers, whoever's pulling his freaking puppet strings, they're just trying to wreck the economy so that they can claim, you know, they can push it all on Trump. You know, I mean, that's so obvious. If you don't figure that out, I feel bad for you. But they're just trying to wreck the economy. They're dragging everything down. The market's been red. This is red. Supposedly, they cannot prove it yet, but the reason why Bitcoin is hovering at like 74 right now, 94, is because they cleared the DOJ to sell off Silk Road's 270 million coins, and they're dumping it on the market. Or it could be BlackRock doing that to keep the price down. It's being manipulated, no ifs, ands, or buts. Still going to hit $1 million sometimes next year. Late next year, but next year. He's doing, like, okay, just this. I touched on it last night. I'm already getting demonetized, so I might as well just keep going. You know why the unemployment numbers have looked good? Because of federal jobs. They've been hiring people at very six-figure jobs, like for months and months, maybe even a year. And that all counts towards the job numbers. So the job numbers came out. Whoa, unbelievable job numbers, yay. 250,000 more than anticipated. Those are all federal jobs that Elon's gonna get rid of. Federal jobs should not count. Padding, it's cooking the books. They're padding the numbers they're padding it in 2 ways. Part-time jobs are starting to count into the job numbers, which they never used to do, and all the federal employees that are being hired to mole on Trump. They should not be able to do that. So once he stops the hiring, freezes the federal hiring, starts firing these fuckers, the unemployment rate's gonna shoot to what it really is, which is around like 8 or 9%. So party's over. But it'll look bad for Trump. So they're setting him up, and they're selling off the Bitcoin, I think, because they want to keep it, you know, the market, the Bitcoin price down. And that's 1/4 of the reserve. He wants to have 1 million Bitcoin. He wants to buy 250,000 a year, which 250,000 a year don't even freaking exist. So I don't know who's advising Trump. I should advise him on it. But, you know, pick up the phone, bro. I'll talk to you about it. I won't bullshit you. There's not going to be 250,000 a year, but however, if they dump off what the United States already holds, and it's only like 6 billion worth, you know, it's less Bitcoin for a strategic reserve. I mean, they're thinking about everything. Now, when it comes to PLTR, the reason why the stock market in general isn't doing well is because of the job numbers. Everyone was anticipating the job numbers coming in above, and they did. Maybe someone knows, you know. So they did come in high. So what that means is most likely all these Fed rate cuts that you've been hearing about will not take place. There was supposed to be another one like last week or whatever. Didn't happen. There's supposed to be another one potentially in another month. That one's not going to happen. So that made everyone very, very nervous. What do you mean the rate cuts? Now, if you look at mortgages are going up. You know, it's at 7% now. You'd think that when they cut the prime rate by almost a point, that shit would be getting cheaper. That's not how the money game works. That's not how bonds and treasury bills work, you know? Different numbers. I know that person. That's a transformer too, but that was one of the people who worked in the store that with the hustler chick. And she was like, "What are you doing with that camera?" They don't know I do this for fun. Anyway, so that's what I really do it for. And hopefully my parking. But that's up to you guys. So, we're still connected good. Let me get back to all messages. Yeah, so I wouldn't fear too much about PLTR. All right, it ballooned up to 80. How you doing? Ballooned up to 80 real quick. Great. It's hovering. What up, man? What? They found me. The team, all the Transformers are going to get me now. Yeah, ballooned up to 80. Now it's at 68, closed at 68 or whatever. That doesn't really bother me per se. I mean, it still could be. I never said it would be, but it could be. How you doing? I give her how you doing? Hey, how you doing? In your what do they call them? Yoga pants. And yoga shirt. It could be the next NVIDIA. That stock can easily go $500, $600, $700, $800 because of that government contracts. However, where are they making the majority of their money? Government contracts. The market is nervous, the street is nervous that they will not be getting government contracts. PLTRs, basically, they have an operating system whereby you can deploy any AI technology specializing in the military and security sector, which is genius. They're the only company on planet Earth that's doing it right now. But they're nervous about the street. They're not nervous about their contracts. The street is nervous that they might get cut off with Trump. However, Trump is pro-military. He's going to rebuild the military, so they're going to need even more PLTR. So I'm not worried about it. But then again, we all bought ours at $20. You know, for the most part, when we first started talking about it, was around $20. So we're still sitting on a 3.5x profit on that one. So good to everyone, you know. I mean, if it dipped down, all right. If I was going to place a stop loss, I would put it at like $48. If I was going to put a stop loss on PLTR, I'd put it at $48. I'd keep my eye on it and then buy it back. That's what I would do. I would lock in the profit. But 48, I'm looking that's just technical analysis. Transformers are on the move. Each move. This is boring, people. I might just start doing private streams and the financial thing, like members only things, so we can talk about all this stuff. Because most people just get bored out of their freaking cords. They're just like, well, I'll just get Social Security. What the fuck are you gonna do with $1,200 a month? Start today. Start doing something today, anything today, any little bit you can. You know, I get freaking, if I have like $10 at the end of the day, I buy Bitcoin. Like, that's how I save. I save in Bitcoin. You know, people say I invest in Bitcoin. I save in it. I got $10 in my pocket. I'm like, put in Bitcoin. That's where my savings goes. Every little bit multiplies. The better you start now than end up on a bread line. Anyway, I gotta get going. Because I got to change and do all that stuff. I appreciate hanging out with you guys. Let me thank Maria Ann for the 10, Phil for the 5, and Buster for the 5. I I do appreciate it, and that will go towards parking this evening. And oh, you know what happened? I didn't like my own video. If I don't like it, how are you guys gonna like it? Holy shit. I'm slacking. I don't know how people can get tired of talking about money. I can talk about money and technology all friggin' day long, you know? It's like, what else? I mean, there's other things in life, but I don't get bored of it. That's the greatest subject matter. It's the way my brain functions. I'm a numbers guy. All right, so I'm gonna get going. I appreciate it, guys. Love you guys. Look forward to seeing you again soon. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.